This women's experiment with 2 fights in, paying off big time so far?
I like it. You know, I do the fighter meeting after the weigh-ins, and I went up there and I talked to the guys. I said, this excludes the women. I'm not talking to you guys. You always put on great fights. So, and they did again. People were texting me, and people were on Twitter. People who were in bars and restaurants, they said the places were going crazy over that fight. It was an awesome fight. Awesome, all night. Not just for that fight, all night, but the fight was awesome. The women always bring it.
What do you think about the TUF finale? Obviously Uriah, I don't know, he kind of went in there. I thought he showboated a little too much, and it cost him. See,
I didn't think he showboated. I think he mentally broke. I think that you know, you saw what he had in this season, but when you find out what a guy really has is when he's under pressure. When you're under pressure is when you find out who the Anderson Silvas and the George St. Pierres are. You know, those type of guys. You know, he's got a lot of skills, and his wrestling looked good tonight. I mean, everything looked good tonight. He's just got to work on his head. I just told him that. You got to get that head straight, man. You need to become meaner. You're not mean enough.
Did you see any controversy whatsoever with the men's fight?
None whatsoever. No. Let me tell you what. H.E.A.T is tough as hell. She ate some nasty knees. She 5 or 6, 7 knees before they stopped that fight, and it was time to stop the fight. She was. The elbows? Yeah. Well, when I was looking at it again, me and Joe Silva were looking at a replay of it on the internet, and he was out with the ones to the side, and then he hit him with a couple more to the back of the head after he was out. Is the way that I saw it go. But again, the referee. I thought the referee. You know me. If I didn't think the refs did a good job, I'd tell you they did a good job tonight. You know, not 100%, but you know they did a good job for. Considering the bad situations tonight, when people were in bad situations, they did a good job of stopping the fights.
What about Demetrius Johnson? He was supposed to headline this card. Have you heard anything on his status? And maybe
I don't know anything about Demetrius. I don't know what's up.
Can you talk about the Fox Sports 1 launch now that it's official, and you've kind of been mum about it, but you know, Eric said you're excited. This is where he promised you guys would always be. You said there was like a transition period.
Yeah, so. This is what we talked about, and I told you guys, you know, everybody had their opinions when this thing started. Nobody knew where it was going. We did. And the thing that was so awesome about Fox, you know, we end up doing this deal like this, getting the deal done, and we had all this content that we wanted to distribute. Like, people were bitching about fights being on Fuel. Well, how about the fights not being anywhere?
Right.
How about nobody being able to see the fights? How about that? Because that's the way it would have been if we weren't with a big company like Fox. They spread our programming across all their platforms. You know, FX isn't even a sports network, but they put us on FX. The people at FX welcomed us with open arms and worked with us to help build the show and do all these different things. The experience over there has been phenomenal. They kept every word. They kept every word they ever said to us, and I'm excited about Fox Sports 1. And obviously, you can tell by what he said and by what's going on that they're looking at us as a big, you know, as a big part of the programming on this network. So I'm really excited about it.
That includes like you know, all the shoulder programming, news show, highlight reels. It'll all be on. Anybody who has Fuel TV. Fuel TV is awesome. I mean, if you're a fan of the UFC and you have Fuel TV, you're loving life. I mean, great fights that we have from all over the world. The programming that they do, the news shows are awesome. I mean, they've done a great job over there. And what do you think Fox Sports 1's going to be like? I mean, it's going to be even better.
What about this venue here as opposed to the smaller ones for the...
You know, I wasn't crazy about it when the deal went down, because what happened was Def Leppard had residency over there at the same time. So we had to come over here. This worked out fantastic. Hard Rock shouldn't have let us do this, because I like it. I like it a lot, yeah. Let me tell you what, we might be moving again. I like it over here. No, he didn't mean the big Fox fights. Yeah, we'll still have 4 big Fox fights a year, yeah.
You're at 2 women fights in, you know, so far. What are your, how do you, obviously the first one ended up being the first round, and it was a pretty exciting fight. This one is pretty all over the place, pretty active. Could you ask for anything more after these?
The women's fights don't suck. They're very good. I love it, man. They're fantastic. And I love this division we got. I mean, this 135-pound division, like I said when we did this, is very competitive. good with me?
I asked about Fallon Fox. I'm sorry, but this was.
I don't want to talk about it. I have nothing to do with Fallon Fox.
When'd you ever sign?
Fallon Fox isn't even anywhere near being signed by the UFC. I'm not getting sucked into that one.
What about have you heard anything regarding
Nothing. I heard he was here tonight. That's all I know.
Have you heard anything from his camp regarding the complaints and
Nothing.
What about Lyoto? He was here. Is he still your number one contender? Is he waiting for that fight?
Yep.
Are you losing weight? You look like you dropped some weight.
Matter of fact, I am. Thank you. Yeah, I've been on this diet because of my ear, and it sucks, but I'd rather have my weight on. I was having a lot more fun when I had my weight.
How does that help the ear, if you don't mind my asking?
You have to get on this crazy diet where you can't have any salt, you can't have any alcohol, and a lot of other things you can't have. And it's driving me crazy, but I'm losing weight.
And you'll live longer.
And we'll see. I'd rather live the way I was living before. But thank you. You guys done with me? Good night,
Good
night, you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We're gonna go this way.